Hi, I'm Jason. I'm going to show you how to create a table of contents automatically in Word. It's super easy to do, whether you're doing it for a report in the office or a research paper at school. I'll also show you how to use Roman numeral numbering. And it is something that's super easy, but it's not always easily remembered to do this. Therefore, I recommend saving this video by clicking the Save button down below in case you need to refer back to it down the line. Ready? Let's go. To make this fun, I'm using an example I created of a table of contents from a short story I created called The Misadventures of Dr. Blackbeard. He is the only pirate with a PhD. This is him. I don't think he really has a beard. He has more of a goatee type thing. These guys have the beards, right? So back to the table of contents. My table of contents ended up being the main chapters and the subchapters with these dots and using Roman numerals for the page numbers. I'll show you how to get all of this stuff and also how to modify it in case you don't want the look that I have. All right, so whether you already have your text or you're starting out fresh, it doesn't matter. But I like having my table of contents by itself on its own page. So I'm going to recreate this one step by step with you guys now. And I'm going to start here on the first page, and the next one's going to be the table of contents. So I'm putting my cursor right here at the very first piece of text I have, and I'm going to click page break. That brings it down to a next page with a blank one up here after the cover page. Okay, so you just click in the empty space, then you go to references, table of contents. And these are templates, the first two. The next one is if you want to create it manually. I like templates because everything's all done for you and it's faster. So I'm going to do this and then modify the template. And there we go. I have my table of contents. That's how fast it is. It only works though if you have chapters and headers. So this one here is a header 1. In the style section. So this is a header 1, this is a header 2, and this is how the table of contents creates the header 1, which is the chapter 1, and then chapter 1 sub-chapters, and these are the header 2s. But let's modify this a little bit more. Before we do, I just want to point out, table of contents do not auto-update. So if you click on it, there's an update button. You have to do that every time you add something new that you want to be added to the contents. So let's pretend I want to add a new subchapter. And we're going to call it 1.3. And we're going to call it Pirates Case of Piracy. Okay. So go back up to the table of contents. It's not there. We're going to click Update Table. And I always click Update the entire table. This way, if I forget what I've actually done, this grabs everything. And it gives me peace of mind knowing I'm all safe. And there we go. There is our new subchapter. Okay. So now let's modify this even more. The reason you might want to modify this is you don't like these dots, or you want the Roman numerals instead of things that are called Arabic numbers. So if you want changes like that or color changes, you're going to customize it. In order to customize it, we're just going to go up to references again and click table of contents and custom table of contents. Here's how it currently looks. We want to see the page numbers. I think that's pretty normal. We want to have it right aligned. That seems also pretty normal. The tab leader are these numbers. Let's say we don't want them. The formats, this changes it completely. As you can see, every time I click one, it changes the look much more differently than the previous one. Now the show levels, this is how we get rid of the subchapters, these 3 that we're currently showing. So I just want to see the chapters only, no subchapters. And I'm going to click OK. Click yes to replace your current table. And here we go. So it's page 3 for chapter 1, page 3 for chapter 2, and page 4 for chapter 3. Now you could also change the colors and all that by using the design section. The only caveat to this is if you change the table of contents look, you're also going to change it for the entire document. So if I just want to change the colors to green, this is now green. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's green with blue. It changes the chapters as well to green. I guess that theme I picked does not change a title. This is a title tag on the style section. So it only changes the headers. Next, we're going to change these page numbers so they start with a 2 instead of a 3 because we're not going to count the first cover page as the first page. In order to do that in Microsoft Word, they make you add a footer first, which is okay because anytime you write a report or whatever, you want to have a footer in there anyways. And resumes too, if you have multiple resume pages. This way, if somebody's reading and they drop the pages, they could easily put them back together. And it's also easier to refer back to pages when they're numbered, right? So we have our table of contents and we want to add a footer to them. So we go to Insert, inserting some page numbers. However, we're not going to footer, we're going to go to page number instead. But we're going to have it at the bottom of the page like a footer. And we're going to click plain number 3. That's how I like mine. So as you can see, we have a 3, a 2, and the 1. However, we don't want to count the first page, the cover page, as our first page. So easy enough, we just check different first page, and we'll go back up, and it's gone. This changed to first page footer. And down here, we now have a 2. I was expecting that. So we want to have our 2 become a 1. That's simple enough as well. We just go to page number, format pages, and instead of starting at 1, we want to start at 0. This is going to make our first page, the cover page, become 0, and our first page, which is the table of contents, that's going to be now 1. So that's still blank, and hopefully, yep, there it is. There's the 1. And as I promised, we're going to make these Roman numerals now. Just go to Format Page Numbers from the Page Number tab and change it to the very bottom one. That's uppercase. This one here is lowercase. So there we go. This is Roman numeral 2. And this is Roman numeral 3. I would like to have our Roman numeral 3 actually be number 1 because I don't think our table of contents or the cover page should count as a number. So let's go ahead and completely delete all our footers because it's much easier. So remove page number. Okay, so now they're blank. And I'm going to make this one page 3, by making it a new section, page 3 could start over from 1 instead of being the number 3 in the footer. So to do that, we just go to Layout, Breaks, Next Page, which is under the section breaks. Okay. So now we're going to re-add our footer, which is under Insert, Page Number, bottom of page. I like this one, so I'm going with that. So as you can see, it's still number 3, and it's a Roman numeral. So I'll zoom out a little bit. Okay, I'm going to make these large so you can see them. Okay. So now we can see this is number 3. So I'm going to link it from page 2 by going to header and footer and uncheck different first page and unlink it. There you go. And then I'm going to delete this one that showed up again. Okay. But I just press delete and backspace to delete it. Okay, we're gonna go back to 3. Click page number, bottom of page, and click this. Okay, so now it's back. Let's see, is 3 and 4 there? Great, 3, 4, 5. So increase the size again so you guys can see it. Actually, we'll just zoom in. Okay, so now you can see this is 3, this one's 4, this one's 5. We'll go back up to 3, and we want to make it number 1 instead. So go to page numbers, format page numbers, and then start at 1. Okay, so let's hope this works. Okay, so 2 is gone and 1 is gone. And as we scroll down, we have a 1, a 2, and a 3. Okay, we're all good. With any story, report, etc., Word is great for creating your document, but you don't want to send somebody a Word document because it looks a little unprofessional and they can modify it easily. So what you want to do is make your document a PDF. This locks it down for you. This video here will show you how to do that, where it converts a Word document into a PDF.